US President Donald Trump has stirred controversy by suggesting Ukraine may be Russian someday, as his Vice President J.D. Vance prepares to meet Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky. In a Fox News interview, Trump floated this idea while pushing for a swift end to the nearly 3-year war with Russia. He claimed that if no deal is reached, Ukraine could eventually become Russian territory and insisted that US aid should yield returns, specifically in rare minerals worth billions. Trump also confirmed he will soon send Special Envoy 𝐶𝐴𝐬 to Ukraine to draft a proposal to halt the fighting. Meanwhile, Zelensky remains firm that any settlement must include strong security guarantees such as NATO membership or peacekeeping troops to prevent Russia from regrouping and rearming. Tensions in the Middle East continue to escalate. Yemen's Houthi rebels have warned that if Israel resumes its war on Gaza, they are ready to launch fresh attacks. Houthi leader Abdul Malik al-Houthi, in a televised address, reaffirmed their support for Palestinians and threatened to target Israel. Before the current truce, the group had already attacked Israeli and other vessels in the Red Sea, disrupting global trade routes in what they call an act of solidarity with Gaza. Meanwhile, Syria's newly appointed President Ahmed al-Shara has strongly condemned US President Donald Trump's alleged plan to resettle Palestinians and take over Gaza. In an interview with the UK podcast, Shara called the plan a serious crime and warned that such an approach is bound to fail. In Israel, far-right Finance Minister Bezalel Smotrich has made a controversial statement declaring that Gaza must return to being part of Israel. During a speech at a Haredi Institute, he insisted that all aid to Gaza should be cut off while calling for a harsh military response if any harm comes to Israeli hostages. Smotrich claimed Israel has full backing from Trump and suggested that the military is prepared to occupy parts of Gaza within hours if given the command. The International Monetary Fund's technical team met with Chief Justice of Pakistan Yahya Afridi as part of the ongoing $7 billion extended fund facility review. The IMF delegation here for a week-long scrutiny of the judicial and regulatory framework discussed program implementation and property rights with the CJP. Chief Justice Afridi provided an overview of ongoing judicial reforms, emphasizing the independence of Pakistan's judiciary and detailing efforts to enhance judicial accountability through the National Judicial Policy and restructuring of the Judicial Commission. Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif is strengthening bilateral ties during a visit to the UAE. In Abu Dhabi, Shehbaz Sharif met UAE President Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan on the sidelines of the World Government Summit, agreeing to make 2025 a year of action for enhanced economic, trade and development cooperation. Deputy PM and Foreign Minister Saqdar also held discussions with UAE telecom giant EN, inviting further investment in Pakistan's telecom sector. The Islamabad High Court has sought assistance from Attorney General Mansoor Usman Awan regarding a petition filed by journalist bodies challenging the recent amendments to the Prevention of Electronic Crimes Act. Critics say the new provisions, which impose harsher penalties for alleged fake news and expand state oversight of digital platforms, violate fundamental rights and suppress press freedom. The legal fraternity, including prominent television anchors, is calling for these measures to be reviewed, with the IHC issuing a notice to the Attorney General for further clarification.